அதேபோல் எனக்கு அதேபோல் டைப்புங்க தெரியும். அதேபோல் தமிழ் இங்கிலீஷ் அநியாயத்தை நான் அதை நினைச்சு அதுக்கப்புறம் மறந்துட்டேன்.
Sri Lanka tour of Australia. Sri Lanka, Australia. Tour of Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka position to being the way of the one that's
நந்து உங்களுக்கு ஒரு கிழமைக்கு கிளாஸ் நடக்குமா? ஸ்கூல் டைம் டேபிள் படி சரி. அப்படிதான் போட்டுருக்கு. டீச்சர் மாதிரி இப்ப வருவாங்களா, வந்து இன்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணுவாங்களா, அடிக்கடி போனை பார்க்க சொல்லி இருக்கிறாங்க. இந்த பிள்ளை என்னப்பா இன்னொருனே கக்கா இருக்குது, மாத புள்ளுண்டு அப்பா கக்கா இருக்கிறாடா.
அதான் நான் சொல்ல வர்றேன். நீ கேக்குற கேள்வி எத்தனை வீட்டுக்குள்ள போய் நீர் அந்த வீட்ல இருந்தியே
Good evening. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to all of you.
Assalamu alaikum.
It's my pleasure to welcome you all, the participants today for this great event. This is the first conference which is organized by ICA about foreign job opportunities for Ayurveda, Unani and Siddha doctors. Hope it will be a good beginning for all of us. Before entering into today's session, I'd like to give a small introduction about our institute called ICA. So, ICA was established in the year of 2013. We are one of the few leading Ayurveda training providers in Sri Lanka. Especially, we are the first institute offering all the courses in Tamil medium in Sri Lanka. We are aiming to give the premier education and market relevant programs in Sri Lanka. we are giving several Ayurvedic and medical related courses, and also herbal and food technology courses also. So there are several professional diploma courses in our institute called ICA. So there are professional diploma courses in acupuncture, physiotherapy, professional counseling, and cosmetic product manufacturing, Ayurveda beauty therapy, Kerala Panchakarma, and also there is a course called professional aromatherapy and aromaceuticals. And also we are offering language skills for medical field, especially in English, Sinhala and Tamil, and online earning opportunities in Ayurvedic fields, herbal industries and export business. We are giving these courses for further industrial development. And we are collaborating with Asetma Traditional Medical Institute for Tamil Medium so that we can give Ayurveda Development Department approved institution certificate for those who are completed a diploma courses. And also we are collaborating with Sitharama Ayurveda and Anne Aravind in India. Therefore, our students can visit there for the further trainings. And we are arranging those kind of training also. So these are the pictures of our Grand Convocation 2021. There are more than 100 students passed out with diploma from ICA. And there are more than 150 students who completed certificate level courses of our herbal and food technology courses. So we are also giving award for those who completed the courses and successfully running a brand and registered their company under the business registration and successfully running a factory also. So the speciality and the most valuable thing of the ICA is the lectures are having more than 10 years of experience in their field. And you also can learn from anywhere in the world through Zoom. So you can learn through the online education system. And also you can have hands-on practical in our centers also. So these are the success stories of our students. The Skin Splash that is running by a doctor in Katangudi. And also a brand name called Cockon's World. There is an outlet in One Gold Face Mall, and also there is a branch in Dubai. This is also one of our students brand. She studied diploma in cosmetic product manufacturing. And also there is another brand called Novel Natural Cosmetics Sakkare Pattu. This is also one of our students is successfully running her factory and her cosmetic brand. This students also completed a diploma program in cosmetic product manufacturing. So if you also want to join with us, you can contact our admin number. Thank you. I think you can you also can get an idea about ICA now. So today's program is about scope and opportunities for Ayurveda Unani doctors, Unani and Siddha doctors in UK. So it will be very useful for you all if you are continuously participate in our program. So I warmly welcome Dr. Sugantini to conduct the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Waslima. Good evening, all of you. it's very nice and very pleasure to meet you all in this event. I think many of our colleagues knows about me. I'm a Unani graduate, and once I have done my degree, I worked as a demonstrator, and then I moved to UK. I went to UK for a purpose of my postgraduate studies. I have done my public health at the University of East London. So after a couple of years only, I reached my level. That's the clinical research coordinator. I worked at St. George's University Hospital. That was around 3 years I had that work experience. So after that, I decided how I went to that level, and if I give some clues or if I give some advices to my colleagues and other newly graduate students, they can go for that path, they can grab that pathway. So that's why I decided to do this program with you all. These are the high studies opportunities in UK related to Ayurveda, Siddha, or Unani. So, for example, public health is the utmost level of highest opportunities. For example, once you have done your degree, you can go for the research and you can work as care home managers or public health managers or public health sectors with the community and the hospital setting levels and the health service management. That's again, every hospital, they have the management systems, so the clinical and the management system. So you can work with the health service management system. So for that, you have to have the health service management qualifications. And number 3 is the advanced psychology. Advanced psychology means many of our friends, they have colleagues, they have done the background degree about the clinical psychology or the diploma in psychology. So they can go for a clinical psychology studies or the advanced psychology studies. If they have completed their postgraduate level clinical psychology, they are able to register with the board of psychologists. So then they can work as a clinical psychologist at the NHS. And another level is global health management. Again, that's also give a vast level of health, health-related job opportunities and the medical statistics. As you all know about the medical statistics, wherever you go, you can work as a researcher or comes under the research team. Next one. These are the universities, number of universities offering courses. Now, I would like to give the brief explanation about the place or the universities, how it is helping some, if you select the University of East London, it's based in the University London area. So if you go to the London, one thing is highest job opportunities, because any cities, they have the job demands. And number 2 is living cost also high. And number 3, the transport and the accommodation competition already. And Coventry University is slightly a 1 hour journey from, about 1.5 hour journey from the London. So the Coventry is about 50%, 70%, it is affordable to all of our Asian students, because we always think about the money. And number 2 is accommodations, facilities also. Coventry is slightly better than the London living cost. And Bedfordshire is again Luton area. This university also from the London bit far, about 2 hours, but the university fees high, like medium level. It's not too high like a London city areas. University of South Wales, it is very far from the London. It's about 5 or 6 hours journey, but the problem is living cost is low, and again university fees is very low, but it is uphill side. So the weather is always, almost every 11 months is rainy season. So if you can tolerate, young enough, if you can tolerate that weather, you are there. Number 3 is number 5th one, Liverpool. Liverpool is Asian majority communities are living there, but living cost is very low. And that city also suitable for the postgraduate studies. Anglia Ruskin, again, inside the London. So inside the London is cost of living is high. Why we focusing about the cost of living? I will explain later. And number Another number, University of London is again London University. So if you, now you got the idea, but whenever you go to the, like, if you want to go for a postgraduate or master studies, that time the counts like a representative explain about this university offering this course, that university is offering that course, but you should think about how far from the London and how about the living cost and the course fees. So from that living cost, you must show that backup money, the fixed deposit should be highest. So if your living cost is slightly lower than your fixed amount, or like your backup money is a little bit lesser than the London areas, right? Next part is entry requirements for the offer letter. Like I would like to ask, any of you got any ideas about the offer letter? Right, offer letter, cast letter. There are two types of the letters. Offer letter means once you are ready to like you study, first you have to apply to that university. For that, make the application. Some of the consultant, they say, oh, you must clear your IELTS, but that's not necessarily, because IELTS score is a condition. So once you get the offer from the placement from the university, you can clear that condition also. So the first, you must have your valid degree. Valid degree means if you have the first class, second, upper and lower, 2.2 is fine for them. So at that level, definitely you have the more chances to get it. And number two is the SOP, statement of purpose. That's the key part, or like a key is to get the offer. SOP means you must prove them how you're capable to do that course, how like you interested, or how much your journey gone through the entire life, like from the childhood. I had a dream like this. How I did, first I had a dream about the public health sector, working with the community, and serving for my community is very a good opportunity with connect with my people. And then I had the public health subject in the third year, so that time my lecturer was very impressive doing the survey and things. Then later I decided to go for this track. That's why I have chosen like that. You have to sell yourself in the SOP, then they will get impression about it. And next one, referee recommendation. There are two recommendations. Lectures, you have to show it. Number, our academic referees, our lecturers are very much supportive on this, because they always think about their students should go highest level. So always they are ready to provide their referee recommendations, how much you are capable, or how you're interested to do this. This student so-and-so was very good in academic levels. Like that, they will give the letter for the backup letter, 2 letters. And next part is IELTS score. Don't rush to do your IELTS. Always take your time, like at least minimum 2 months to practice. More practice make you perfect, because master's level minimum 6.5, but sometimes at least like each band 5.5 or 6 band. Sometimes some of our colleagues, like they get the low 5 band, and some of the part listening part they get 7, but still writing is poor. So they have to do hundreds of essays, and practice makes you perfect. Once you have submitted your application to the university, do it as maximum early as possible, because every university they have a number of admissions. So if the 50% or 50 students from the international is done, you have to you are rejected sometimes, so you have to wait for another next intake. So you do it as soon as possible early. Then what they send the letter called the offer letter. The offer letter mentioned these are the conditions you have. You must clear these conditions. Once you first, you have to accept the offer. Number 2, you have to clear these conditions. So the bullet points make it. 1 point is IELTS. If you don't clear it, you have to clear before the cast letter. Number 2 is your payment. That means your course fees is, for example, £10,000. So you must clear 50% of it. £5,000 you have to pay for the university. Once you paid, they send the letter called the CAST letter, CAS, CAST letter. So your CAST letter is ready now. IELTS, everything is clear. Now you're going to the embassy. That's called the visa document submission day. So for that, your passport should valid, like expiry date more than 6 months, right? And number 2, medical should be cleared, X-ray, and the university CAST letter and the degree certificate. We have to post it through the, I think that's the transcript. That's not our deal, because university will post to that university. And the other thing, original birth certificate, proof of property. Proof of property is the source of document that you must prove the embassy that I will come back to this country again. Once I have cleared all my studies, I will come back to this country and I will serve for my community, and I will serve for my country. You have to show some of the tied up. Yes, I will come back. That's the proof of property, or sometimes proof of the vehicle documents, or some of your business or registration, or some of the income supports. You have to show them that you will back here. And employment history. You have to, we all are doctors, so we have to show how we continuously working with that, or like how much we are interested on the this kind of the job. So we have to show employment history. Show some people they don't show it like I had a 3 years gap, I didn't do anything. So that's not make sense. We have to show it. We have a solid employment or academic learning history. We have to continue. We have to show it. Other documents, foreign ministry certified copies of O-level and A-levels, and bank statement means 6 months, 6 months, like the expected 6 months, but 3 months is fine. 3 months of the bank statement. What's the meaning of bank statement? How much money we have to show in our account? There is a question in our mind. How much I should show? Very simple. You can calculate your money. Number 1, university fees is 10,000, for example. 5,000 you have already paid. The rest of the money, 5,000 in your account should be. And number 2, 1.5 years. Most of the MSCs are 18 months. So 1.5 years, living cost. Living cost, you have like every cities are different. So that's why I mentioned if you select the London areas, the living cost is high, like monthly 2,000, for example. So you have to show it 18 months, how much I should have. But if you go to the outside London, little bit lesser, then your show money will reduce it. So now you got the point, how much I have to show in our account. And then you have to show that money. Where did you get it from? For example, for me, my dad retired, so he had some employment history and like a proof of ETF, EPF. So we have to, and that document, I got this money from my dad, because my dad is not much educated. He's willing to educate me. Like that, we have to write it down. This source of fund from this. Like some of, but you can't show that I have selling purpose, any of the property selling purpose. We cannot show that type of the proof of fund. We have to show some income, some business income, or something like already our uncle paid that, something like that. Okay. Okay. Other question: how important is your level of English? Definitely, to clear our IELTS score, level of English, we have to have the reading and listening and writing. So these all with our level of English. And VFS interview. Once you have submitted your documents, VFS, sometimes 2 interviews or sometimes 1 interview. So we must be very solid in our answers. Oh, why? Because already we have submitted our SOP, but still they checking. Are they a valid or solid a candidate for this? So they kept on asking the same questions, how we are confident on the answer. So we have to show, you have to show that with our English and academic writing. This is the very hard part, because as all we are Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani graduates, our exam systems are entirely different from the Western world. Western world is like like 90% are essay based. So every modules we have to write, submit the 20,000, 8,000, 10,000 words of essays. So that time the academic writing is oh my God, it's very hard. So if we improve your level of English, because we have to read lots of journals, lots of books, and we have to paraphrase it. We have to write it down in our own English. So that time it is, but once you go there, the students are like a university offering the very good courses for the students, the academic writing courses. Maximum try to attend that type of the support courses, because 24/7 days the libraries are open, and the library supporters, assistants are doing these kind of courses. So maximum try to attend and communicate with the multinationals. We like Sri Lanka, we have only Tamils and Sinhalese and Muslims. The UK is a multinational country. Filipinos, Africans, any other countries, white peoples are like in London, white peoples are very, very few levels. Others are Africans and Asians, black minority groups are there. So their action is completely different. Sometimes the same word, computer, but how we pronounce and others pronounce are completely different. So we have to be very much active listener to understand what they're talking, and how even Filipinos and the Chinese, their English is different. So we have to deal with that people. So our level of English is very important and on that situation. And also everything with the for any shops or any places, a railway station, wherever we go, this only English is the language. So we have to be very confident on that speaking. And the important skills. Western world, like not only the UK, Australia, other countries as time management. That means not only the punctuality, the target. The manager decided to do any jobs, like they know the time frame. Okay, this person can finish this work within 1 hour or within 2 hours. Then they expect us to do that frame. So we must be very fast person, and we must, like one day I had a chance. I've been working with the Chinese person. That person expected me to get within half a second, but I didn't calculate that time. But he been explaining, you wasted my 60 seconds here. Like my feeling is, oh, wasted 60 seconds. We don't think about that 60 seconds here. So we have to change our attitude. Even buses, like every bus stop, we have, oh, there is a timetable, like within 1 minute this bus will be here. But here we don't adapt to that culture, but we have to change our time management or time frame. And grooming and personal appearance, this is very important in the Western countries. Once you go there, you have to be even cleaners and the doctors look similar. Sometimes they do the similar makeups and similar dress, attitude, everything is similar, but we cannot recognize who is doctor here, who is cleaner here. That's the grooming and personal appearance, because they love their job. Even cleaning, they love that job. So that personal appearance give the positive attitude on the interview. Even they smile and interview, they say like, how this person is confident to do that job. That's the thing they expect us. And communication skills, communication. When I'm working with the clinical research areas, emails, we had a schedule. Once I have entered before 9 to 5 means before the 9 o'clock I should be in the office, and 9 o'clock I have completed. Within 5 minutes I have to clear all my emails. That's a schedule. So many emails, how we have to reply. For that we have to practice ourselves. How we practice? We have to read hundreds of emails, how they make sentences, or sometimes the phrases we can copy, and in future that our email will be very standard. No, so we have to change our email writing pattern. And the telephone inquiries, if you can please try to speak in a telephone, because speaking directly is different from sometimes from the telephone, because the understanding, the listening, the words we use, and the communication, how we pass the message to the telephone, the next customer. So that time it sometimes makes any issues. So we better make more telephone calls and talk in English and direct communication. Once you see the people, we have to say greetings and thank you and sorry. These are the things they expect from us. And the customer service, customer in the hospital, I will explain about the hospital part. Wherever you go, customer service is the first priority. Employees are second. So always think, keep in your mind. And organizing documentation skills. Like even if you go for a master's or if you're working for a part-time jobs, if you don't have the proper organizing skills or documentation skills, you are failed to do that, because the next day you have the number of things to do. Your brain is not ready to keep all in like a computer. So what you have to do, always write down, make to-do list, make it bullet points, right? I have to complete every day before we leave the office. We always make a to-do list, bullet points, right? Next day. Once I come to the office next day, we have to make a ticket. So if you follow these things, you can, because working as a master student, we have to work our part-time job and we have to do our studies as well. How we can like manage both of these. So that time you have to make a documentation, the organizing skills. You have to know, tomorrow I have to complete this assignment before this time. So that how I can, like 10 o'clock, many of us finish our work 10 o'clock night. So after that, even sometimes we went to the libraries, and because libraries all open 24 hours. So we went to the library, we did our assignments, and then we have submitted and come back to the home. This is what happens. So we have to be more organized person to complete our task. And documentation. If anyone interested to go for a research, documentation skills, any of the jobs, documentation skills are very important. Like once you get the message or you pass the message to someone, always write down somewhere, I passed the message to this person, and I received these things from here. So documentation skills gives you more perfection. And the computer skills, the hospitals and even the shops, everywhere computer is the key. So that skills gives you more confidence on your job. And possible workplaces. Once you go to the UK, where you can get the jobs, the NHS is the pool. Like for example, 15,000 or 20,000 jobs there. So how we get into the NHS? That's the question. Many of us thinking, how if I go to the UK, I'm a doctor, but still my qualification match to the NHS in the UK, because Western or allopathic treatment side, can I match myself? So if you go to the NHS website, it's called the NHS candidate or NHS website, you can click to the Google bar and you can see the browse job. Browse means every hospital names that once you click it, every, like all London or outside London, wherever you go to that city, click that hospital name, then hospitals, how many jobs are vacancies there, and what are the person specifications, and when is the closing date, all details are there. How you apply to that? The NHS is different application system. Once you have filled, like in, for example, 5 or 6 pages are there, you have to complete it once. Once you've done it, second time or third time when you apply it, you just click it, because that's already your documents are there. So once you have completed, you change to the position specifications. But many of the jobs, they don't shortlist that. Big reason why 500 people applying to that position, but you must prove it. You like computer shortlist with your specification and your qualifications. They are expecting this kind of the person, but you have to write it down. This kind of the person is me. You have to change all of your qualifications, at least your words, how you are making it. This word is matching to me, because computer is the first one, is shortlisting the candidates. Number 2 is the personal interview. So always be careful with that applications. And number 3 is GP centers. GP centers means like our normal dispensaries, clinical dispensary. But here GP centers have the less number of chances or number of job vacancies. But still, if you have the local area GP centers, they can offer some positions for you. For example, nursing assistants. So don't think about, can I work? I'm a doctor. Can I work as nursing assistant? No, that's not the thing. Because if you don't know the actual setup of the hospital, you cannot work in the certain position. So know about the actual position, this hospital, because every interviews are designed particular type or different. So you must know how I can like prepare myself to work as this person. And other thing, literacy and numeracy are important things. So before you go to that position, you have to prepare for the literacy and numeracy exam preparation. Once you clear that exam, so your interview is ready, yes, get that job. Even minor level, like a band 2 is the lowest level, go for it, no problem. Because if you are zero knowledge or experience about that Western settings, no. So just you go to that job and get to know about the hospital documentation or the other things, how they communicate and what are the things I have to know about it. So as soon as you go to the masters, go for a band 2 jobs. That's fine for you. And band 2 jobs are radiographic assistants and phlebotomy, so blood withdrawal jobs, or sometimes every areas there is assistant jobs. No problem, you go for that job. Then you get the experience, because the next level of the question is, once you apply for the clinical research, like a coordinator or something, managerial level jobs, they expect your NHS experience. Do you have NHS experience? Do you have valid driving license? These questions, if you make it, yes, tick it, then only the applications go. So if you don't have a minor level even experience in the NHS, they don't select us. And other thing, pharmaceutical companies also looking many of the researchers. I will explain about the research qualifications, how you can go to that research qualification level. And nursing homes again, it is, if you've done the public health, you can go for a nursing home managers. That's fine. This is like a professional. But if you go for a carer or something like that, that's a bit low level of qualifications. But many of the students, like Sri Lankans and other Asians, are working for that. Other one, phlebotomy and care agencies. In the UK, plenty of care agencies are there. They provide the bank staff, that's called the bank staff. The hospital, if the hospital running short of the staff, nurses or nursing assistant or phlebotomies, that day the hospital make calls to the agencies. So if you register with the agencies, agency will send you the messages. Today, are you ready to work for this hospital? But the agency staff, they don't have the particular hospitals. They some days here and some days there. But if you are a student, it's fine, because weekends you are free. Sometimes if you are free, you can work for the agencies, phlebotomy agency. They send the message. Are you ready to work for this week or this 2? Because vacation also, we have the vacation, term vacation time. You can work for full time for the agencies as well, but because that's 20 hours is the limited hours. So that limited hours, some of the places, it is very hard to get the full-time job. Full-time is 36 or 40 hours. So if you registered with the agencies, there's no time limit, like, so you can work with that. And pharmacies for our pharmacy qualification, pharmacist is they are M.Pharm qualified. So it is so hard to get hard to work as a pharmacist. So but we can work as a pharmacy technician for experience, and also we can work as a pharmacy counter assistant. As a student level, it's fine. These are the sub courses I have done when I was in UK. First one, GCP. GCP is the biggest expectation in the clinical research areas. Wherever we go to the research interview, they ask, have you got your GCP? GCP is done. And each element in the research team they have to complete their, even doctors, clinician, whoever, they have to complete the GCP. GCP is the basic expectation or qualification for the research. We have to do it. That's because I was working with the NHS, so NHS offered me for the free of charge. But some of the places we have to pay for the GCP. But if you get a chance to do the GCP, it's a very good qualification for you to go to the research. And next one is the next step research. This also gives you the confidence to do your research, because if we are working for research as an Ayurvedic doctor, Unani doctor, we have learned about research, but we didn't get a chance to work as an actual researcher in Sri Lanka. So if we go to the Western countries, that's international research. It's linked with the Canada, Belgium, other countries. They send their product, for example, cardiology research time. They send some sensors or some devices to our hospital. So we have to fix it with the cath lab, and then we have to do the follow-up with the patients, and we have to submit that report to the Belgium. So that is the international linked research. So that time we have to have the admin skill and the academic skill and the clinical skills. These three key areas, if you are fitted, if you're able to do. Initially, I was like, my feeling, okay, I can work. But initially, when I entered the research, I felt clinical is fine, academic is fine, but admin is so hard because we don't do that much admin jobs here. So we like, my feeling is, oh my God, it's so hard. But after 3 or 4 months, I like end up with the interesting areas. Like, so if any of our colleagues interested to go for research, like, improve your admin skills as well. And if any of you interested with the phlebotomy, it's a very easy job. Like, it's mind relaxing, and like we can work 10 hours, 12 hours, because it's nothing. No, we just withdraw blood. But if you have the phlebotomy skills or phlebotomy certificates, that's also added point to the research area, because the researcher, sometimes clinical research coordinator, they make it 2 or 3 jobs together. Okay, do the follow-up with this patient. This is a heart patient, so do the blood withdrawals and send to the copy to the send to the lab. So that time I had the phlebotomy qualifications. So that time I was very happy because of this qualification. Also, I selected that position. So if you get the chances, do it. Other thing, any of our colleagues interested with the dementia or supportive care or any neurological conditions, patient care, you can go for some agencies offering courses, training certificates, or some 1-week courses. Like, you can go for that also. It is an immediate jobs. Once we enter to the UK, what to do, how we get the jobs, because wherever we go, they ask, have you put any experiences in UK? That questions is always very hard to get that job, because we don't have any experience in UK. So how we can prove ourselves? I have the knowledge. For that, we have to get immediate, we have to finish our immediate courses, get the experience, go for it. That's a short courses. Other thing, these all courses are from the hospital, and if once you go there, you will get to know about these courses. The things how we overcome our challenges. What are the challenges we have as a student here? Limited work hours, 20 hours per week. Per week means sometimes less money. We have to live there and we have to pay our tuition fees. How we can cope up with this? So plan it. First, get the 20 hours job, number 1. Number 2, what you can do it. You can, any of you interested with the teaching, what I did, I went to the library and I learned about UK school syllabus. But there is key stage 1 to 3, 1 key stage 2, key stage 3. But it is similar to our syllabus, just English only. So what I did, I learned about that syllabus and 11 plus as our scholarship. So scholarship maths is, we can teach the scholarship maths. Every Saturday, Monday to Friday, I'll work. Every Saturday, I had a scholarship tuition. So that is tax-free money, you know. So if you go to the second job, even the tax is high. So always choose the highest paid job is number one job. Number two, think about the tax-free job. Can I do the tuition? Yes, of course, you can do the biology tuition for A-levels, because A-levels, like our biology is A-level biology is similar to our university. I felt plant cell, these things are very high level, but we can teach it because we have done our university degree, so we can teach. And number two, O-level and even science. From year 5 to A-level, you can do your tuitions and other things. Number attendance, how you can overcome this one. Attendance. Never ever miss your class. Maximum try to attend. Because attendance important. University measuring you. University will send a letter to the home office even if you miss the classes and go to the work. They will definitely read letters. So don't miss. 2 years is a dedicated period. So go the class, attend the class, and submit your assignments on time. And there's a Turnitin system. 12 o'clock is a Turnitin. Maximum 11:55. Submit your assignment and do it. And coursework, many supports we will get from the university, because many of the Asian communities are there. So we study like here, group studies or seniors, so someone will support. So talk to the people, talk to the other students as well, how you are doing. Give me some advices, give me some ideas. Any previous assignment can we have like that? Make a good bond with the lecturers. Even lecturers were very supportive. Try to maximum. If you finish your MSc only, you can think about the next level events. If you don't complete, because some of our students, oh, I'm going to the UK just for the MSc, is like MSc is a visa. Once I go there, I'm going to earn money. That's a fake thing. Don't do that thing. And the living cost, try to cope up with the living cost. As a student life, we don't need the luxurious life. Before you go to the UK, get your driving license, international license. That will save your money as well, because buses are different system there. Certain distance, like if you get into the one bus, is one payment. You're going to get down to the next stop, even you have to pay that amount. So every buses there is a one certain amount of money. So if you know how to drive a car, you can buy cheaper cars there. So save your money, tuition, and your lectures and your workplace. So all things you can connect into one transport system. So make the international license and go there. And the weather. Definitely is a different weather from the tropical country we are going. So once you enter you hate that weather, but like in later period, after 2 or 3 sessions, you will be fine with that weather. So enjoy your weather, and don't make it why did I come here? Yes, we know these barriers or obstacles are there, but we're gonna make it our life better. So always try to tolerate this. And what's the reason we have to tolerate these kind of the barriers or struggles? Once you complete your MSc, straight away government these days offering the PSW, post-study work visa. You can work at like much 40 hours of full-time is more than enough. The first 2 years is the barrier period. You're focusing on your studies and less money earning period, but once you've done it, you can get the better job, because full-time jobs are there. So post-study work visa is a supportive. And you'll be thinking, as an Ayurvedic doctor or Unani doctor, what I'm going to do for my sector? This is the period for you. You can, if you have the full work rights, you can open your clinics, or you can do your cupping there. And there are some certificates in UK. So once you've done your cupping is demanding. One of my colleagues, Dr. Raisha, is doing cupping. Other doctors also, I heard in the outside London practicing cupping, and for she's charging around £40 per patient. 40 pounds these days is 16,000 rupees in Sri Lanka for the one session. So cupping is good earning. And the beauty clinics, wherever we go, is a huge money making area, and especially the white people or like Western people, they like to have like organic treatment. They prefer the organic medicine, whatever organic. If you say the organic tea, that's lovely, like that they're thinking, because ourselves only we are thinking about the chemicals, but the Western side they prefer organic. So if you make this is organic flavored creams or organic like a herbal treatment, herbal beauty clinics, or you will get the clients level, utmost level. And eBay and online business, this is our friends are also doing their business means they try to get the hundreds of products from the China or other countries. That's a part-time business. People are surviving well wherever in the world. And beauty product manufacturing, when I was in UK, my area clinician, like a beauty clinic lady was asking me, can you make some foundations, organic or something chemical free? Then I can apply to my clients. So under my name, I'm going to try. Can you make it? That time I had my children, like very young children. I said, I can't. But if you get a chance, well, you can work collaboratively with your neighbor salon. So you can tell them, yes, I can work. I can make these kind of the product. You can give it to your clients and see the results, even hair oils and things like this is your side business, because you are the designer of your positions. Then you have to design your okay, I'm going to do this. I decided to do my tuitions. I decided to go for my research. That's two parts where I decided. But for you, you have different skills. So you can make your own track and own business also. Many of the Asians open the shops. They are good level, but if you are interested in the shop people, or like if you have any ideas about the business background, so you can go for it as well. Ayurvedic treatment centers. This is in my area. I had the Kerala Ayurveda, and that lady from India, and she's Ayurvedic qualified doctor, but who is preaching very well. So she has own, she's like actual Ayurvedic doctors, like she wears sari and she comes to work every day morning, but it's her own clinic. She is running very nicely. So if you go to the UK, you have, that's your enthusiasm, that's your own skill. I'm going to open this clinic, but you have to wait for the right time. So initially you have to complete your studies and you have to go for it. And other things, some of you heard about, UK, you don't need to clear your IELTS. You can go with that. I don't recommend without the IELTS if you go, because some rural, like outside London University, only offering the IELTS free courses. If you go to that courses, MBA or some sports medicine, some courses like that, IELTS free, of course, but you are in trouble again. You do again when you get to when you try to get some jobs in the NHS, it's a barrier for you. You don't have the relevant qualification to the NHS. So again, you will be thinking about the, my visa is gone now. So don't go. Make your time, like prepare your IELTS, clear it, and go for the right courses. Any questions related to this? Or if you don't understand, I can explain in Tamil. Right. One more question. I didn't explain about how to apply. Yes, we have the free of charge consultants in Colombo. I went through the Logos group. They do all our documentation. They do our forms. They guide us. They don't charge from us. So that's a good thing. If you go to some agencies, don't pay any money, because university representatives, they do free of charge. So better you find that place, Campus Direct, I think, and the Logos group. 100% sure Logos group are doing the free of charge. Yes, you can do your own clinic, but you have to get the full work rights. Until that, you have to wait for it. Okay. One of our doctor asking about the can we work as a doctor, the Unani doctor? The meaning is that we don't have the hospital, government hospital to work, but we can open our own clinics and we can have the clinic and we can work as a doctor here. And okay, pharmacy qualification. If we have the B Farm, definitely you can work as an internal pharmacist in the hospitals. But our qualification is a certificate. They see like Sri Lanka is a certificate in pharmacy is highest level, but in UK, M Farm is the highest level. So the M Farm only can work as a pharmacist, external pharmacist, but we can work as a pharmacy technician. These courses you can apply through the agent or direct. There's a direct line link also. But if you are very very careful person, each and every step we have to answer it. There are plenty of questions. So if you feel like, oh, sometimes I may make any mistakes, better go for a student representative. They can help you. They have the previous students application form. So they will give you, okay, see this application and you can fill it. So that would be helpful. Yes, the dependent. Okay, first you are applying for the course MSc. MSc allows you to take all of your dependent, but you have to show your backup money. For example, if your family with 3 kids and a husband, nearly 2 crores, you have to show your money. So show money is huge. That's why sometimes they try to go along.
Excuse me, doctor.
Yes.
Okay. If anybody have doubt, you can ask in any language, right? So if you தமிழ்லயும் நீங்க கேட்கலாம், சிங்களத்திலயும் கேட்கலாம். யார் என்ன டவுட் இருந்தாலும் நீங்க கேளுங்க.
But I do recommend to go for research qualifications only, because research is a vast area. So if if you qualify in one hospital, you'll be working with other plenty of hospital chances. So why don't you go for think about the research? Hundreds of research jobs are waiting for you. And also you will be feeling, I'm a doctor, I'm working with a consultant. So the feeling is good, no? MLTs you can work in the labs as MLT also. Yeah, but you have to clear the UK biochemistry qualifications, I think. But initial step, you can work with our Dr. Sujana. I think you all know about Dr. Sujana. She is working in the MLT section.
அக்கா, நான் வந்து இன்ஸ்டிடியூட் ஆஃப் கெமிஸ்ட்ரி கிராஜுவேட் கெமிஸ்டும் யுனானியும் 2 முடிச்சேன். அப்ப என்ன மாதிரி அக்கா ரெண்டையும் கனெக்ட் பண்ணி என்ன செய்யறது அக்கா?
Pharmaceutical companies, GSK எங்கட டேப்லெட்ஸ்ல பின்னுக்கு இருக்கும் பாருங்க. GSK pharmaceutical GSK இருக்கும் ஒவ்வொரு டேப்லெட். அந்த GSK ட மெயின் இது யூகேல தான் இருக்குது. அதோட மெயின் இடம் வந்து யூகேல தான் இருக்குது. நீங்க அங்க ட்ரை பண்றீங்க. இந்தியன்ஸ் நிறைய அங்க வர்க் பண்றாங்க. நிறைய சான்சஸ் அந்த GSKல இருக்குது.
அக்கா, அதுல வந்து இந்த எனக்கு ஞாபகம் இல்ல, பார்மசூட்டிக்கல் கெமிஸ்ட்ரி நான் சப்ஜெக்ட் செஞ்சதா என்று செய்யல ஐக்கியம் அக்கா. அப்ப
அப்படி இல்லைன்னா லேப் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் உங்களுக்கு லேப் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் இருந்தா தான் நீங்க அடுத்த லெவலுக்கு போறதுக்கு சரியா இருக்கும்.
அதுதான் நான் பார்த்தேன். லேப் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் மெடிக்கல் லெபார்டரி தான் தேவையா அக்கா? இல்லாட்டி சும்மா லேப்பா? என்ன லேப்புமா?
இல்ல இல்ல பார்மசி அவங்களுக்கு வேற மாதிரி செட்டப். நான் பார்மசிக்குள்ள ஒரு நாளும் போகல. பார்மசி மீன்ஸ் இந்த மாதிரி எங்கட எல்லா ரிசர்ச்சுமே வந்து டிவைசஸோட சம்பந்தமானது. ஆனா ட்ரக்ஸ் சம்பந்தமான ரிசர்ச் ஒன்றும் வர இல்ல.
எப்படி அக்கா தேடி பாக்குறதுக்கு ஹையர் ஸ்டடி சீக்கிமா இந்த ரெண்டையும் கனெக்ட் பண்ற மாதிரி என்ன ஆச்சு மக்கா? இல்லாட்டி மாஸ்டர் ஆஃப் கெமிஸ்ட்ரி தான் போகணும் என்ன?
மாஸ்டர் ஆஃப் கெமிஸ்ட்ரி. ஆனா என்ன பிரச்சனைன்னா எங்களுக்கு எல்லா கோர்ஸும் இன்டர்நேஷனல்ஸா இருந்து அப்ளை பண்ணிடலாது. சில இப்ப மாஸ்டர்ஸ் நர்சிங் இருக்குது, எங்க டாக்டர் விசானா இப்ப படிச்சு கொண்டிருப்பாங்க. அது இங்க இருந்து நீங்க அப்ளை பண்ற நேரம் அது இன்டர்நேஷனல்ஸுக்கு சில நேரம் விசா கிடைக்காது. நீங்க ஆல்ரெடி டாக்டர் குவாலிபிகேஷன் வை நீங்க இந்த கோர்ஸ் செலக்ட் பண்றீங்கன்னா அந்த டைம்ல அவங்களோட மைண்ட நீங்க மாத்துற மாதிரி ஒரு வேலிடான ஒரு காரணம் கொடுக்க வேணும். ரைட், நான் இது இப்படி படிச்ச நான் ஏன் நான் நர்சிங்ல இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் காட்டுறேன். ஆனா நர்சிங் வந்து ஒரு 15,000 ஜாப்ஸ் வந்து ஒவ்வொரு நாளும் ஒவ்வொரு ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்லையும் வேகன்சி இருக்கிறோம். என்று சொன்னா அங்க வந்து ஒவ்வொன்றுக்கும் ஒவ்வொரு நர்ஸ் இருக்கிறாங்க. எண்டோஸ்கோபினா எண்டோஸ்கோபி நர்ஸ், டயபெட்டிக் நர்ஸ். ஒன்ஸ் நீங்க நர்ஸ் குவாலிபிகேஷன் நாங்க பிஎஸ்சி நர்சிங் செய்யலாட்டியும் எம்எஸ்சி நர்சிங் முடிச்சா எங்களோட ஐஎல்ஸ் பேண்ட் வந்து 7 இருக்குமா இருந்தா நாங்க ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கலி அவங்களோட என்எம்சி ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் எடுப்போம். அந்த நர்சிங் ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் எடுத்தா அதுக்கப்புறம் ஒரு 1 இயர் கோர்ஸ் இருக்குது. அது அட்வான்ஸ் கிளினிக்கல் பிராக்டிஸ் என்று சொல்ற கோர்ஸ். அந்த கோர்ஸ் முடிச்சோம்னு சொன்னா நாங்க ஒரு கன்சல்டன்ட் மாதிரி ஒர்க் பண்ற ஒரு சான்ஸ். அது ஒவ்வொரு ஓபிடிலயும் அட்வான்ஸ் கிளினிக் பிராக்டிஷனருக்கு வந்து ஒரு ரூம் இருக்கும். அப்ப ஒரு டெர்மட்டாலஜிஸ்ட் இருந்தா அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு அட்வான்ஸ் கிளினிக்கல் பிராக்டிஷனர் இருப்பாங்க. அப்ப அது வந்து ஒரு எங்கட நாலேஜும் அப்ளை பண்ணக்கூடிய மாதிரி ஒரு ஜாப் தானே நாங்க சூஸ் பண்ண வேணும். நாங்க இவ்வளவு நாள் படிச்சத எங்க அப்ளை பண்றன்ற இடங்களுக்கு அது பொருத்தமா இருக்கும். நீங்க
சரி அக்கா, தேங்க்யூ அக்கா. நான் உங்களுக்கு கால் பண்றேன் அக்கா. அப்பா
சரி, இனிஷியல் ஸ்டெப் என்ன செய்ய வேணும்னு கேக்குறீங்க? இனிஷியல் ஸ்டெப்னா நீங்க ஃபர்ஸ்ட் தான் உங்களோட இடத்தை சூஸ் பண்ணுங்க. ரெண்டாவது வந்து நீங்க என்ன கோர்ஸ் செய்யணும். இப்ப எல்லா கோர்ஸ்லயும் நமக்கு ஆஃபர் கிடைக்கும்னு சொல்லல. அது சில நேரங்கள்ல உங்களுக்கு ஆஃபர் ரிஜெக்ட் ஆகும். அப்ப நீங்க உங்களுக்கு எஸ்ஓபி ஒன்று ரெடி பண்ணுங்க. இந்த கோர்ஸ் மூன்று யூனிவர்சிட்டி எனக்கு 3 இடத்துக்கு தான் நீங்க அப்ளை பண்ணலாம். அப்ப அதுக்கு பொருத்தமானதா எனக்கு பொருத்தமா இருக்கணும், படிச்சு முடிஞ்ச அப்புறம் வேலை எடுக்கிறதுக்கும் பொருத்தமா இருக்கணும். அதுக்கு பொருத்தமான ஒரு 3 யூனிவர்சிட்டி 3 கோர்ஸ் எடுங்க. அதுக்கு பொருத்தமான எஸ்ஓபி அடியுங்க. என்ன ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் நீங்க உங்களா அதுக்கு பொருத்தமான ஆளா நீங்க ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் அடியுங்க. அதுக்கு பிறகு ரெஃபரன்ஸ் எங்களோட லெக்சரர்ஸ் எப்படியும் எங்களை சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க. எனக்கு போகும்போது டாக்டர் ஃபவுமியா, டாக்டர் நஜீப் 2 பேருமே ஒரு அழகான ஒரு ரெஃபரன்ஸ் லெட்டர் தந்தவங்க. அதுக்கு பிறகும் எனக்கு திரும்ப பிஹெச்டிக்கு நான் படிக்கிற நேரம் ரெஃபரன்ஸ் இங்க இருந்து படிக்கிறதுக்கு ட்ரை பண்ணிருந்தேன். அந்த அப்ளிகேஷனுக்கு எனக்கு இங்க இருந்து எனக்கு ஹஃபீஸ் 2 பேரும் எனக்கு வந்து இங்க இருந்து ரெஃபரன்ஸ் அனுப்பினவங்க.
இன்ஷால்லா பாப்போம் அக்கா. இல்லம்மா, come and take her. Oh, this girl, I don't know.
சிட்டிஸ்ல வந்து பர்மிங்ஹாம், லெசஸ்டருக்கு வந்து சான்சஸ் இருக்குது எங்களுக்கு. அதோட நல்ல செலக்ஷன்ஸ். என்ன லெசஸ்டர் வந்து ஃபுல் ஆஃப் ஏஷியன் கம்யூனிட்டி. அதோட சேர்த்து லிவிங் காஸ்ட் குறைவு, உங்களுக்கு போரிங் வராது. நான் இப்படி ஒரு வெஸ்டர்ன் இதுல சாப்பாட்டு கஷ்டம் இப்படி எல்லாம் யோசிக்கவே மாட்டீங்க. லெசஸ்டர் வந்து நல்ல ஒரு சாய்ஸ். அடுத்தது பர்மிங்ஹாம் அதே மாதிரி. அது நல்ல யூனிவர்சிட்டி. பர்மிங் யூனிவர்சிட்டி நல்ல லொகேஷன், அந்த லிவிங் காஸ்ட் எல்லாமே நமக்கு ஃபேவரா இருக்கிற இடங்கள். அது உங்களுக்கு கிடைக்கும், சான்சஸ் இருக்குது. அபர்டீன் போறதுல வேலை இல்லை. அபர்டீன் வந்து எங்களுக்கு ஃபுல்லாவே ஒரு இங்கிலீஷ் ஸ்பீக்கிங் ஏரியான்னு சொல்லுவோம். அங்க போனா எங்களுக்கு எது விதமான அந்த ஃபுட் ஹேபிட் எதுவுமே எங்களுக்கு ஒத்துக்கொள்ளாது. SOP என்று சொன்னா ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் ஆஃப் பர்பஸ். நீங்க எதுக்காக இந்த கோர்ஸை படிக்கிறீங்க, இதை படிக்கிறதால உங்களுக்கு இனிஷியலா நீங்க யாரு, உங்களோட ட்ரீம் என்னன்னு சொல்லி அவங்களுக்கு எழுத வேணும். நான் இந்த இப்ப லெவல் செஞ்சு இப்படி வந்து அதுக்கு பிறகு இதை முடிச்சிருக்கிறேன், நான் அதுக்கு பிறகு ஏன் இந்த கோர்ஸ் செய்யறதுல நான் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் ஆகினேன், இதை நான் செய்ததுக்கு பிறகு எனக்கு என்ன பெனிஃபிட்ஸ் வரும், நான் திரும்பி இந்த கண்ட்ரிக்கு திரும்பி வந்தா அந்த கண்ட்ரிக்கு என்னால என்ன பெனிஃபிட்ஸ் வரும் என்றத அவங்களுக்கு நீங்க ஒரு டீட்டெயிலா கொடுக்குற ஒரு ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் அது.
I've my nose.
ஏஜ் லிமிட் வந்து யூகே கொஞ்சம் பரவாயில்லை, ஆனா நீங்க அந்த ஏஜ் முடியற வரைக்கும், அதாவது ஓகே 38ல தான் அப்ளை பண்றேன், until 38 நீங்க வந்து ஒரு கேப் இல்லாம காட்ட வேணும். இப்ப 28ல ஒரு பாய் வந்து அப்ளை பண்றாருன்னு வைங்க, அவர் பேச்சுலர்ஸ் சொன்னா அவர் இந்த 28 சம்டைம்ஸ் ஏ லெவலுக்கு பிறகு அவர் திடீர்னு 28ல நான் பேச்சுலர்ஸ் போடுறேன்னு சொல்லி இருந்தால் அது ரீசனபிள் இல்ல. அவர் 20ல இருந்து 28 வரைக்கும் ஏன் படிக்காம இருந்து திடீர்னு படிக்கிறேன்னு சொல்றத ஒரு ப்ரூஃப் இல்லாம இருக்கு. அப்ப அவர் அது இடையில சப்போசஸ் செய்திருக்கிறேன், நான் 2-3 இயர்ஸ் படிச்சிருக்கிறேன்ற ப்ரூஃபா காட்டினா மட்டும்தான் அவங்க அக்செப்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க. அதை நீங்க அந்த கேப்ல உங்களோட கண்டினியூட்டிய காட்ட வேணும். கிளினிக்ஸ் வந்து எங்க சீனியர்ஸ் செய்து கொண்டிருக்காங்க, அவங்க வந்து ஆன்லைன்ல தான் நிறைய எடுக்கிறது, மற்ற இங்க இருந்து பார்சல் போடுறாங்கன்னு சொன்னது. அப்ப நான் கிளினிக்ஸ் வந்து செய்யாததாலதான் நான் அதை பற்றி பெருசா கதைக்கல. ஆனா அவங்க பார்சல் சர்வீஸ் மூலம் எடுத்து அதுலயும் பிண்டு தைலம் மற்றது எங்கட ஹிமாலயா ட்ரக்ஸ் எல்லாம் எடுக்கக்கூடியது, அதெல்லாம் அவங்க ஆன்லைன் இபேல எடுத்துக்கொண்டு செய்து கொண்டிருக்கிறாங்க. For the BAMS current students, best way, you complete your first degree, and as soon as you complete your first degree, you decide what you want to do, what you want to become. Some of you become clinicians, some of you become the manufacturers, some of you become the researchers, or some of you become lecturers. So you think about yourself, who I am, so what I'm going to be like in future. So for that, because some clinicians should do the MD. So for me, MD is important. So I'm thinking about it. So like that, you have to think which course is suitable for you. Then once you've done your master's, go for a PhD. Like some of our students have the dream about PhD. So go for it. So you make your own track, and but before that, you complete your degree first. Yeah, representative. Yes, logos group. You can Facebookல logos group இருக்குது, அதுல பாருங்க, அவர்தான் எனக்கு வந்து சப்போர்ட் பண்ணி. Right. I hope you all understand what is the procedure and how to get into the right track. If you have any doubts, you can contact to the ICA phone number. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you so much, Dr. Surantini, for delivering a wonderful presentation about higher studies opportunities in UK. What are the entry requirements for offer letter? How the English language skills is important for the migration. So like this, you delivered so many useful things. So hope all the participants got a brief knowledge about the session. So due to the limited time, we are ending the session. So stay tuned with us for useful webinars like this in future. So we are arranging another program about opportunities in United Arab Emirates in coming week, and also After that, we are arranging another program about how to be a clinician in UK. So don't miss this opportunity and stay tuned with us always. If you have any doubts or any clearance, you can contact our ICA admin number. So you can discuss in our WhatsApp group also. So thank you so much for all the participants. And Dr. Sugandhini, thank you so much again.
Thank you too. Thank you. Thank you all of you for listening.
Thank you. Let's finish this session. Thank you so much.